All right, it is day 7. You are a week into your business. Very exciting, and I think that this is a good day for us to talk about goal setting. Hopefully you've already set your goals, but I want to dig a little bit deeper into that and help you with not only setting your goals, but making a plan and figuring out what it is that's going to drive you to reach these goals and to keep pushing through even when times get hard, and to keep asking people to book a party when they say no, because you're going to hear a lot of no's in this business. Way more no's than you're going to hear yes. But that is our job description, literally, is hearing no all the time. So you will get used to it, but you have to be willing to hear it a lot. So for goal setting, the acronym that I want you to remember for this is SMART. So you want to set SMART goals. S stands for specific. So you want your goals to be very specific. M stands for measurable. A stands for attainable. R stands for relevant. And T stands for time bound. So time bound means you want to have a timestamp on that goal so that you have a specific window of time that you have to reach it, to hold you accountable, to keep you motivated, all of that. Something else I want you to understand is you really have to write down your goals. You need them to be in front of you. You need them to be right in your planner, on your calendar, or at your desk, or hanging on your bathroom mirror, or all of those places, somewhere that you're going to see them every day, and it's going to hold you accountable and keep you motivated. I also have a dream board, which I absolutely love. It is right here above my desk, and not only does it have my dreams on it, it does have some more short-term goals, but it has long-term goals as well. And it has my awards and anything special that just may serve as a motivator for me and make me happy when I look at it. And like I said, it's right above my desk, so I basically see this every single day. So it's very important to write down your goals and also make a plan for those goals. But goal setting starts with a deeply rooted purpose and knowing why you're doing this in the first place. So you really need to reflect on where you're at in life. Are you happy where you're at in life? What would you change if you could change things? What are your dreams? I'm talking big, scary dreams. Things that you think are not even within your reach right now. Because they can be with this business. Again, you can work this as a hobby, you can do it part-time, or you can make a full-time income and way beyond with this business. So I'm gonna kind of give you some rough ideas of goals you can set and how you can write out a plan to reach those goals. But make sure you know why you're doing this. And you need to write that down, and you need to tell people about it. You need to tell your story often. You need to tell your customers why you're doing this, and like I said, help them emotionally connect with you. We've already talked about all this, but write your purpose down, write your goals down, and literally look at them every single day. And I want you to speak them into existence. I want you to say, look at your goal and say, I will make this happen. I will do this. There is no I might or I hope to. Those words should not even be in your vocabulary. If you are speaking things into existence and you have faith and you are believing that these things are going to happen, you're going to do the things to make them happen. And I love putting my goals out for everybody to hear, because guess what? Those people now know what my goals are, and if I don't reach them, everybody's gonna know. So that's just the kind of person I am. Sorry about my dog barking in the background. That's just my life. But I want to give you some examples. So start with the amount of money you want to bring in. Maybe you want to bring in $250 right now, but you want to work up to where you can bring in $1,000 or even $5,000. Or like I said, this business is as big as you want it to be. So you can make way more money than that. I mean, you can make $50,000 plus a month if that's what you want to do. But whatever you want to do, you have to have a plan tied to it. And if you do have big dreams like that and big scary goals, it is so important to celebrate the victories along the way. If you want to be a superstar director with Scentsy, where I am, you have to celebrate your promotions and your awards and everything that you earn along the way, because if you're constantly just focused on that big goal, nothing is ever going to seem good. You're never going to feel like you're doing enough, and you're always going to be comparing yourself to other people, and you're going to be impatient, and you're going to be like, well, why isn't this happening faster? You have to make it a point to celebrate the small wins along the way. And we're all here in this team to celebrate those with you. So, for example, if you want to make $250 a month right now, if that's what you want your goal to be, if you would be very, very happy with that and that is considered life-changing money for you, then what you need to do is figure out how much PRV you need to make that much. So, that amount would be 1,000 PRV because you make 25% commission as a certified consultant. So the first thing you want to do, first of all, is sell your 1,000 PRV as a new consultant. I encourage you to do that within your first 30 days or before your first paycheck, and that way you will never even see 20% commission. You'll just see 25% commission on your first paycheck, and that's a permanent pay raise. So it's a very exciting pay raise. But you'll make 25% commission from there on out. And so that would be 1,000 PRV that you would need to sell, which I would say safely you need to do at least, that's about 4 parties. So no matter what kind of party you're doing, at least 4 parties. You really want to base your party goal on the minimum amount, which is 200, and not the average amount, which is 500, because you may have some cancel, you may have some that don't do well, but then you may have one that does very well and makes up for it. But the key to your parties is to front load your calendar. So make sure you have all the parties that you possibly can the first 2 weeks of the month. And that way you have space for cancellations or parties that just fail. The host was terrible and they didn't do well. So that gives you a buffer, and it gives you 2 more weeks out of the month to work and book parties and sell your butt off to reach your goal, where if you didn't front load and you had a party fail at the very end of the month that you were relying on for you to get your 1,000 PRV, then you would be having to either scramble or you would just be screwed. So 1,000 PRV is $250 paycheck. So again, around 4 parties, plus you need to be consistent with your customer follow-up. You need to be consistently growing your network, because you can never ever rely on one circle of people to sustain your business. It just doesn't work that way. So you have to be utilizing that list of 100. Get all the parties booked that you can from those people and grow from there. We've already talked about this too, but just grow your network through parties, through vendor events, through fundraisers, bag parties, home parties, online parties, all the possible things that you can do to meet new people, joining Facebook groups, going places. Like if you're at home all day and not ever going anywhere, just get out and go somewhere so that you can meet new people to grow your business. Because you can't tell me that nobody wants to book a party, or nobody wants to join your team, or nobody wants to buy. You can't tell me those things, because there is someone somewhere who wants to do all of those things. But it's up to you to find those people. People don't just come flocking to you. I would say probably 98% of my customer base, I didn't know when I joined. I met them all through parties. I met them through social media. They've been referred to me. It's just how this business works. But that's a good goal for $250 paycheck, is 1,000 PRV, which breaks down to 4 parties. How are you going to get those 4 parties? How many conversations do you need to probably have to get that many booked? And you're probably going to hear no a ton before you get those parties booked. But when you're getting your first parties booked, you really want to do that through your launch party, through a booking game, because that is the easiest way. The easiest way to book parties is at parties, because they're already excited, they're already having fun in the moment, and they're like, wow, I want to get some of this stuff, and they build this long wish list, and you're like, yeah, I know you can't buy all that, so let's get it for you for free and half off. So break down again what I said about the SMART goal acronym is it needs to be specific. So when you're setting those goals, break them down as far as you can, because if you just say you're going to do 500 PRV or 1,000 PRV, you don't know how you're going to do that if you don't write down a plan for how it's going to happen. So 1,000 PRV, you're going to write down, okay, I need to do 4 parties. And then you're going to write down, okay, I need to talk to this many people to get 4 parties. And you're probably going to have to talk to every single person on your list of 100 to get 4 parties booked. Maybe you'll get way more. But when you're talking to anyone about booking or joining or anything like that, you need to be prepared to only get a yes from probably 1 in 10 people, because it's just the way it is. People like us who are at the top of the company, the only difference in us and a brand new consultant like you is we have heard no a lot more times. We hear no constantly, and it just becomes a thing that it's normal. It's just normal. You're used to it. They say no, you realize you're not going to die, and you move on to the next person. So another goal that you can set if you want to make $600, you need to set your goal for 2,000 PRV a month, which tons of people in this company do, tons of people on this team do. I have done consistently an average of 2,000 PRV a month ever since the month I started. So it's just about doing parties and asking all the people for support. 2,000 PRV is going to get you a $600 paycheck minimum, because when you sell 2,000 PRV in a month, you get another bonus. So you make 30% commission. So minimum $600 paycheck, you need to be doing about 8 parties a month to get 2,000 PRV. Something you can do to work smarter, and I wish I would have known this when I started, was have 2 host 1 party. So if you're not doing bag parties, because that would be a different situation, and bag parties take like no work anyway, so you really need to be doing those. But if you're doing online parties and home parties, which home parties they're very crucial to this business, because they're the easiest way that you can build relationships with customers. They get to experience the products. They're right there in front of them. They're right under their nose. They're getting to see everything. It makes a huge difference in the way they connect with you and with the products. But if you're doing like online parties, for example, or even home parties, you could do this way. Have 2 hosts host 1 party. And that way you can do 2 parties worth of work in 1 party. So I do that if I'm doing online parties. I always try to book 2 hosts in 1 party, so that I'm just doing the work for 1 party, but I'm getting 2 parties knocked out. So it's saving me a ton of time. That's an example of working smarter, not harder. So, but 8 parties should get you 2,000 PRV, especially if you're being consistent in your customer follow-up, so that your customers are coming back and reordering. But again, they're not going to order every month. Some are only going to order every few months. Some are not going to keep ordering. You just never know. So those parties are essential. And then if you want to make $1,000 plus in this business, anything $1,000 and up, you're going to have to grow a team. Really, over $600, you're going to have to grow a team. And that is not, I remember when I first joined, I did not want to grow a team. I thought that it was going to be this huge responsibility. I thought that it was going to, I didn't understand what recruiting meant. I didn't realize yet, because since he hadn't changed my life yet, I didn't realize that recruiting people means helping people and helping them change their life and being a blessing to them. I didn't realize any of that until I started recruiting, and then I started realizing that, and now I'm more passionate about that aspect of this business than anything, because I help people for a living. I change lives for a living, and that is a huge thing. Like, that makes me so happy. And I told my husband I didn't want a team. I tried to talk my first recruit out of joining. Please do not do that. Don't do that. If you think you're not ready, you have all the resources you need, and you have all of the upline that you need to answer all of your questions and help you be a great sponsor. But don't try to talk someone out of joining your team. Recruiting, like I said, is helping people. And it's so funny to me now because I have so many people in my group and on my team now, and I always thought I didn't want a team. But if you want to make over $600 a month, if you want to make residual income, either to supplement your current income, or if you want to be able to quit your job, or if you want to build a retirement plan with Scentsy so that you can have residual income coming in forever and ever, amen. Whatever you want to do with it, if you want to make that much money, if you want to make anything over 600, you have got to grow your team, and that is where the residual income is going to come in. You're going to have money coming in. You're going to have way more money coming in than you could ever make by just selling on your own. It's way smarter to grow a team, and your team will help make up for you anytime that you have a slow month, because you have all of these people coming together and working their businesses, and that is going to produce an amazing income for you. And as long as you are continuously bringing in new people, bringing new friends along with you on this journey, coaching people to help them become their better selves, just believing in them and showing them how you work your business, that's all it takes. And that is how you're going to make fantastic money in this business. But again, if you just want to be a hobbyist, that's completely fine too. And so if you want to make over $600, then your goal every single month needs to be 2,000 PRV and 2 new recruits. And that is why the Sensational Start Award is structured the way it is. It is setting you up to be a successful consultant and business owner and make great money. If you do those things in your first 70 days and you continue to do those things during your whole Scentsy career, you're going to be successful, very successful in this business. So that is a little bit about goal setting. Once you have your goals set and written down, and you have a plan written down, text your sponsor, or me if that's me, and tell them those goals. Shoot them a picture of it. Tell them the goals. Ask them if you have any questions about, how can I reach this goal the most efficiently? If you have any questions at all, let your sponsor know. We are so excited to hear your goals. So excited to help you reach those goals and see you reach those goals. And we also would love for you to post your goals on our team page so that everyone can see that and everyone can cheer you on, because that is what we are here for, is to cheer you on, believe in you even when you don't believe in yourself, because we're going to believe in you until you believe in yourself. And we're here to cheer you on. So we cannot wait for you to share those with us.